Hello, my little puppers. MC here today. Today, guys, today I am reacting to my good friend, Small Boy. I hope I'm pronouncing right, and I'm so sorry. So originally I was planning to react to her smile.
Hey,
Whoops! Hey, I didn't mean to do that. I was originally gonna react to her Smile Creators comic dubs. Comics, and I was gonna dub them and like do the voice. But until she posted this video, I was like, you know what? I want to react to this because I feel like her story has some had like similar I have in the past, and I feel like I would like to like talk about it and poke fun of myself. I'm not poking her, I'm just poking myself and making fun of how I was in the past too. But that being said, let's begin, shall we? Also, this will be a part 2 video because the video is long, so that being said, let's begin.
hey, guess who? It's Small Bimbo Boy.
Wait, is that how you pronounce your name? How to wait. Small bimbo boy. Small bimbo boy. Okay. I think I got it now. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that. Debbie, let's continue.
Originally, I was gonna start this off by being all dramatic and stuff and being like, oh, fan fiction. And, giving a little overview of what fan fiction is. But let's be honest. I think at this point, everybody knows what fan fiction is. Like, it's literally in the name fan fiction. Though, I do
Yeah,
owe
I
you
know
guys
what
a
it
little
is.
bit of backstory before we get into this. It's 2020. I just started high school. And if everyone knows what happens during 2020,
Oh no. No. You will know the worst part because I'm not sure. Was it my yes, in my first year in my high school, I remember you guys may or may not know I have autism, and I was at a class called the special ed for kids who had disabilities or need help. And I was one of those kids, and I remember I joined the Special Olympics, but I remember that time I was getting surgeries on my feet. We're not gonna talk about that much, but I remember I got that, and then the school shut down, and I couldn't like even go to my class or my school because of the painful I got. So yeah, but we're not here for that. Let's continue on the story, Sally.
yeah. So my freshman and high school life was fun because we were on Zoom for my first year of high school. So that
Oh, wait a minute. So this is your first time in high school. Wait, no. So this is then my second year. Uh, yes, my second year in high school. I was in Zoom calls, and I remember my good friend Black Ninja was doing a live stream, and I was in class. I think I told my friends like I was almost finishing up class, and I was in the live stream, and I don't remember what they told me, and I just remember my teacher called me, and they were both of them were quiet and just listened when I was being called for, and something. I think that's only I remember, but I don't know what happened next. But let's continue the story.
was fun. During that time, it was pretty dry. You just log on, do your work, and then you log off, and that's literally it.
You have to
Luckily
wake
for
up,
me,
man.
me and my friends had lunch together. It was me and my two best friends. And what we would do is that during our lunch period, we would make our own separate Zoom meeting, finish school, and then after school's over, we would hang out on our own Zoom meeting and just talk and hang out. During those Zoom meetings, I would draw pictures of me and my friends together, but we would be in like different universes. So there would be us as Powerpuff Girls, there would
Oh
be
my
us
god.
as like the Mario princesses, etc., etc. One of the drawings that I did was me and my friends if we were in the Alvin and the Chipmunk world. I don't have this drawing today because it's on my old phone and IBS Paint does not save your drawings. So
Oh no. Let me say this. I do use that app, and I know because Small Boy also used the same app I use. Let me say this. It is true if you reinstall it or something happened to, and I meant if something happened to it, your all your hard artwork would simply disappear like that, and you're never gonna get those back. I remember when I was transferring all my drawing because they took forever because I had like so many art. I was like, I don't want to lose them. I don't want to have like the sad suppression I had in the past because I didn't know the app doesn't save your artwork. But that's from the past, and I'm not gonna talk about it because it's too painful for me. As again, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long. I was doing something. But let's continue, shall we?
Does not save your drawing. So it's completely lost to time. Or maybe, I don't know. But I remember while I was making it, one of my friends said, "You should make this into a story." And that's how this thing came to be.
Oh no.
Now, this fanfiction is not your average fanfiction. It's not like Brittany x Alvin. It's not, Theodore x Eleanor. It's not even something different like Brittany x Theodore or Alvin x Jeanette. It's not.
Wait. Time out. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong. I think they're supposed to be. I know when the chick et. I hope I pronounced it right. I know. I'm sorry. I think they were supposed to be a love interest to them. The Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think they were supposed to be a love interest, but kind of slowly, like there are like siblings now. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Please let me know in the comments.
Like that. This is a self-ship Alvin and the Chipmunks fanfiction. This is a self-ship Alvin and Chipmunks fanfiction. The pairings in this is my friend X Alvin, my other friend X Simon, and me with Brittany. This is the.
Oh wait, I was like confused. Like, what does that mean? But I understand now. Um, Let me say this, guys. If I don't understand some of these, please, please respect me. There's some things I don't really unknown or what those words mean. I need someone like to explain what that means because I don't know many things or what people are telling me because sometimes there could be like big words I don't understand, but I'll try to like figure out like what it doesn't mean. But if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments before like I accidentally say something like weird or I miss wrong it. But that being said, let's continue.
Fanfiction I wrote. We're here to have fun. We're here to laugh. And we're here to make fun of little old me. So,
The same here. Oh, a warning. Please read this before you guys pause this before I continue because I don't know how to read and don't judge me. I only know a little bit, but I cannot read that well, so there's that.
And literally, I think like almost all of you said yes. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, why? Why? You guys, you can say no. Like, that's an option. You can say no. I promise you, I pinky swear, I would not get mad if you said no.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean by that? Me before I record. What do you mean by that? I'm so confused. Like you don't want people to see it, or are you like afraid to like tell the story? And I'm a little bit confused here. Let's continue because I don't want to answer. I don't want to question a lot of things.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, Trouble with the Rodents. I
Okay.
hate this already. Chapter 1. Alvin zooms down the staircase rail, zipping and gliding down the halls. Numerous haze and what's up follows him as he skateboards past his fellow classmates. He passes a group of girls, and one wink sends him in a fit of giggles. Soon he makes it to Algebra 1 and walks through the door. Glad you could make it, Mr. Seville, says Mrs. Garden, his algebra teacher. The old hag has never taken a liking to Alvin and his brothers, and only tolerates Simon, so naturally he takes it to make her life a living hell. He scoffs and says nothing to the witch and makes his way to his desk next to Simon. You're late, Simon growls while taking notes in his notebook. Again, Brittany adds in, checking her phone rather than paying attention. You can tell that I was like fresh into high school. Algebra 1, God. One, first of all, I hate that this is like decent, I guess, is the word. I don't know about well, but like what I mean is I hate that there's
Wait, I just noticed something. She has little beans. Oh my god. Is she like a cat or it just is her like she likes to do? But that's so cute. I didn't notice it. She has little beans. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
effort. I hate that there's so much effort into it. It has 15 chapters. I hate that I
15?
put so much effort into this. When they first started school, it was painfully hard to do simple tasks like write and carry books, but after having done it for so long, it almost second nature to carry the entire weight of a pencil on their shoulder and ride their math books down the stairs. Don't get your tail in a twist, I was only a second late. It's 8:35, Simon says. So? Alvin asks. Class started at 8, Simon quips. How long does class go on? If it starts at 8 and it's 8:35, we should probably be in our next class by now.
That is
Classes
true.
really isn't that long. Alvin rolls his eyes. He knows good and well how Mrs. Garden feels about the chipmunks going to school. In fact, he knows how lots of people feel about them going to school. He can't remember the last time he didn't see some stupid troll on the internet say, animals belong in the wild, not our schools. They didn't want him here, so why should he give them any ounce of his respect? But let's not get into depressing topics of speciesism. What am I reading?
Excuse me? Excuse me, I'm confused. Like, I wonder, is that a real meme? Hi, second. If I find it, I'll show you on this video. But I can't. Oh well, I guess that was like one of her detailed fanfic. And I'm not sure how to feel about it, but let's continue.
I can't do this. I thought way too hard about this. Really? Animal? Are you serious? Speciesism? This is Alvin and the Chipmunks. Why did I try to make this like realistic? Cause like, yeah, I guess in real life, technically, if like a talking animal, realistically, if a talking animal was reported singing and going to school, they would be snatched up and experimented on. But yeah, I guess there would be speciesism. But like, why? This is Alvin and Chipmunks. It's not that serious. Why did I put this in here? You could just tell I was trying to be so deep. Like, I was trying to be deep and like, oh wow, this is so realistic. Like, no, bestie, like, I'm a full body shudder. Suddenly, the door.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this before. Um, let me say this. I have never done a fact fiction before. I think I messed up the word. Fan fiction. There we go. I'm saying. I don't think I have never done one. I only did like comics, but I don't think they count because fan fiction is only like romantic stories and many more. But I have never like made one, but I remember my friend told me to draw her something, and I remember she told me about her fan fiction. I don't remember what it was. I just remember she told me about a drawing. I kind of said no because I was not comfortable. Let's just say that she wanted me to draw two of people and her without anything on anything from her clothes. Like they're not wearing clothes. I was like, no. And then I left because I was highly disturbed. But we're not here for that. Let's continue the story.
Lights open. Alvin turns towards the door and his eyes widens, and he gasps dramatically along with his brothers in the chipette. Standing at the door, proudly, in flashy clothes he would only wear for performances, are three chipmunks. The chipmunk on the right was about Alvin's height. She wears a white crop top with lace see-through sleeves. She has long, exaggerated white boots on with equally as long heels attached to said boots. And white booty-cut shorts go past where her belly button would be. Her fur is brown with dark brown streaks cupping her face, and the same brown streak on her tail. And the extra fur that would go down her back is pulled up in two big puff balls that complement her cute face. The chipmunk on the left is small, probably smaller than Theodore. All the jabs at the chipmunk being small, that's literally so me. Not me as in like I'm small, but me as in like, this is me making fun of my friend, cause she's short. She wears something more modest than the one on the right. She has a long sleeve black shirt on, exaggerated sleeves of course, and long black pants cuffed at the end and small black boots. Her fur is a light brown with normal brown streaks cupping her face like the other chipmunk, and the same streak with her tail. Of course, this is so like YN, like this is so main character and not in the good way. Like, of course, like the new kids come in and they got all these flashy clothes and they're like, oh, they're so rich, they're so expensive. And they come in.
I'm gonna say I feel like I feel like that's like a very cliche and like one of the simplest like things you could ever write a fan fiction thing, like a new person comes through and wearing like luxurious clothes. But I don't think there's nothing wrong. But what did I heard like when they're wearing? I was like, ooh, that's kind of. I don't know. I don't like it. Like what kind of clothes they're wearing. I feel like they should wear something like like something like inappropriate. Like at least like wear a t-shirt and just wear jeans and that's it. Also, I don't know why this story kind of remind me of like Twilight. Not the book itself, just like the movie. I don't know, it just remind me of Twilight. That being said, let's continue.
Looking like they like dripping in gold. Like this is so coded. Like, of course the new kid is like dressed in all these things and they look all pretty and gorgeous and stuff. They would get dress coded so fast, especially my character. Look at what she's wearing. And it's not like what she's wearing is bad either. Like it's really not that bad. Like this is probably something I would wear outside for real for real. But this is like a public high school. My school probably no, my school wouldn't care. My school wouldn't care, but that's cuz I go to an art school. And like unless you're walking around like literally in your underwear, you're not going to get dress coded. Like my school's pretty lenient cuz like, you know, it's an art school, you're supposed to express yourself. This is a public high school, and y'all know how public high schools be. They dress code you for the simplest things. Your shoulders could be shouldering and you get dress coded. So for her to walk in, she would get dress coded so fast. The last chipmunk.
My I will say this, I do go to a public school and in my high school, but let me say this, I do see like a lot of kids wear some clothes they shouldn't be wearing, but sometimes they don't even get dress code, or the teachers will ask them like put on a jacket or I'll call your parents. I remember that happened in my school, and I know that's like one of the important things, but I remember one kid in my special ed wear something, and I don't think I should say in this video what it was, because I don't want people to think I was making fun of another special kid. But like she was like something like very similar to me, like understanding and talking and understanding, but the clothes she wears, and I don't think why she thought it was okay for her to wear these kind of clothes, and I'm surprised her mom let her wear them. But I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get any trouble with YouTube or anybody who are autistic or special needs. That being said, let's continue.
That's a squirrel. What? Alvin yells, taking a closer look at the creature in the middle. Simon was right. In the middle of the two chipmunks was a tall, snobby-looking squirrel, and with closer examination, Alvin can see two pieces of skin connecting from one arm to another. A squirrel. A flying squirrel. That means that more than one type of animal can talk and understand just like humans do. Does that mean that animals are evolving? Soon will dogs be able to? Wait, why is he thinking about this nerd stuff? He's a cool one, Simon's smart one. Now where was he? Oh yeah. I'm not too mad that Alvin's acting like this. Cause you know, they're like other chipmunks. And one's even a squirrel, so I can see why he would be so interested. In the middle of the two chipmunks was a tall, flying squirrel. His clothes aren't modest, but not as revealing as the first chipmunk's. He wears a sleeveless gray shirt with some weird strap that connects the shirt to his gray shorts. Alvin pauses to take a moment to wonder where the zipper is. The squirrel has long gray boots on, but not as long as the first chipmunk's is, and big chunky gold bracelets, 3 on each wrist. He has dark chocolate fur with light streaks in his face instead of dark, and they each have a matching collar on their neck and a gold tag hanging off of it. Their eyes scan the room with one look of boredom, one with slight excitement, and one with snobbish disgust. Ah, you three. Your desks are in the back, Mrs. Garden says with a slight hint of disgust at them. The squirrel looks like he has some witty quip hanging off his tongue at the obvious display of hate, but one pleading look at the really small chipmunk made him bite his tongue. Wait! Alvin hears himself shout. All eyes turn to him as he realizes he didn't mean to say anything. His voice quivers as Simon raises an eyebrow at him and Brittany looks at him, waiting for him to speak. Aren't you going to introduce the new students? Mrs. Garden raises an eyebrow at him and flips through the math book on her desk. And why would I do that? She says, her old voice stinging Alvin's ears. God, even her voice is annoying. To give our new students a warm West Eastman High welcome, Alvin said quickly. He wanted to know more about these chipmunks and especially that squirrel. Can you blame him? His knowledge about anthropomorphic animals is limited. Seeing as he thought only his brothers in the chipettes, or just only chipmunks in general, could possess human mind and speech, he wants to know how this squirrel could do it too. And if any more animals could do it. Where was I going with this? Actually, I know where I was going with this, but I'm not telling you. You can introduce yourself at lunch or in your own free
I don't
time.
want to know.
Now, Alvin and you three, sit down. Alvin groans and mumbles a string of curses under his breath as he watches the new and interesting students walk by his desk. Him and the squirrel make eye contact. They lock eyes for what seemed like minutes before the chipmunk wearing white interrupts it to talk about something. You can see right off the bat that I have, it's obvious how the ships are set up. It's completely obvious. The way they make eye contact, the interest in, a specific character. It's obvious. It's not subtle at all. Slow burn, we don't.
I feel like that's very common in fan fiction. There we go. Why I cannot speak today. I feel like that's like one of the one of the comics that very normal to do like Twilight. Like look at Edward and I forgot her name. But her both of them look at each other and have eye contact. Why? I cannot talk today. But it's similar to that. I feel like that's very simple and that's very normal to happen. But let's continue. I do want to know what happens next.
Who she is. I don't know her. Who is she? That squirrel is so cool. I mean, not as cool as him, but still cool nonetheless. They look so rich if that's what they're wearing to school. Are they siblings like me and my brothers? I wonder where humans found them and gave them a home. I wonder if they're a nag like Dad. Alvin thinks to himself as he watches the 3 students climb their desk and get comfortable. He wonders if they sing and dance too, and if they play sports and hate math like him. He wonders if they like to play pranks and drive their dad crazy like him and his brothers do. He wants to make friends with them so badly. He really needs some new friends to talk to and impress with how cool he is. But most importantly, Alvin's eyes unsubconsciously drift over to the dark chocolate squirrel whispering to the small chipmunk and giggling with the chipmunk in white. Most importantly, Alvin wants to impress that squirrel. Chapter 2. Simon sighs, stressed, as he just now realizes that he didn't take any class-related notes during the rest of class. You know, if Alvin is thinking about the possibility of more than one type of animal possessing human speech and mind, then so is Simon, and he's taking it to a whole other level. His math notebook that was once previously filled with the box method and fractions was now filled with drawings of the average chipmunk and squirrel body and theories on why they came to understand English. Simon has always theorized about the coming of the chipmunks and chipettes, and has come up with nothing obviously, since research and hypotheses need to be explored. And the only way Simon could possibly get his answers is by Simon's least favorite science activity: dissection. Bro.
Wait, what?
Why is
Wait. What the heck? Why does he want to dissect by other animals? That's like messed up right there. What? Oh. I'm not gonna touch that subject because this is her story and I don't want to know why she put that there. It's like a weird thing. Let's just continue.
Simon thinking about dissecting his friends and family? I think he should see a therapist.
Yes.
And that's clearly off the table. So Simon just contented himself with saying, "It's a rare thing only found in chipmunks," and went on with his day. Except back then, Simon couldn't just go on with his day. That scientific itch in the back of his brain always remained, and as much as he wished to scratch at it, he just let it be and let himself suffer. Once a scientist has a question, they will stop at nothing to answer it. It's in their nature. It's in his nature. As soon as those chipmunks and that squirrel came waltzing into Algebra 1, the itch in his brain exploded into an indescribable sensation. His nerves banged at his head, and his hand itched to scribble down chicken scratch in his math notebook about all the new theories that flooded into his head. And the itch wasn't satisfied until he nearly ripped his paper with how hard he wrote and erased it. Forget about the neatness and orderliness of his notebook. Science was calling his name. Why is it? Again, I hate how much time and effort I put into this. I mean, hey, if you're gonna make something silly, you might as well put your all into it, for real. Which is how he is where he is now. After previously dragging Alvin out of the classroom, giving a rushed goodbye to Brittany as she too rushed out of the classroom in search for her sisters, Simon is now giving Alvin a mind throw up of every little theory in his head. I mean, he's a squirrel. A squirrel! Don't you understand the possibilities that have risen? For the past month, I've been killing myself with the same old answer, but it's even a squirrel now. I mean, I know it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Alvin promptly puts a finger over his mouth and looks at him with a smirk, though Simon can clearly see the hidden excitement in his brother's eyes. Simon, shut up and stop geeking about it and let's go talk to him already, Alvin says. I'm not mad at, I guess, their desires. I don't know about goals, but I'm not mad at their desires. I feel that's technically in character. Like, I do think the chipmunks and the chipettes would be interested in new chipmunk students and one that's a squirrel. Like, I think this is somewhat in character, like Alvin worrying about whether or not they like the things that he like, and Simon's like trying to figure out like, oh, it's a squirrel now that can talk and it's not just us. Simon noted that the fact that Alvin said him and not them. Throwing his skateboard on the ground and pulling Simon onto it, Simon lets out a high-pitched yell as Alvin pushes off and sends them flying down the hallway. Simon blushes. For your information, I was not the only one geeking out. I saw how you reacted when they first walked in too. Simon's comment makes Alvin blush and trip up on his skateboard, influencing another yelp out of him. Since Alvin didn't respond with a childish remark, Simon assumes he was right. Simon pouts a little though, which is a bit out of character for him. Is drawing body models of your species and making physical notes about the appearance difference between the ones that talk and the ones that are wild, and coming up with theories about why they talk in the first place considered geeking out? Maybe. Does he care? A little. He's a nerd, not a geek. Geeks are pimple-faced simps who work at the dollar store. Please! What am I reading? Geeks are pimple-faced simps who work at the dollar store and soon turn to incels. Nerds are money-making businessmen who were looked down on in high school and then got a glow up and are one of the richest chipmunks in town. I mean people. Yeah, people. Simon takes his time on the death trap Alvin calls a skateboard to think about the new kids. The flying squirrel was definitely the most scientifically interesting out of them all. Being the only squirrel they know they can talk like they do, Simon has a lot of questions he wants to ask. But he doesn't have nearly as big of an interest as his brother does with the squirrel. He may not know much about emotions, but he can tell his simpleton of a brother might have some kind of admiration for the squirrel for whatever reason that may be. And the whole trope, oh my gosh, this trope where you got a nerd and he's not interested in emotions, this trope.
No, I think I know where she was going, but I could be wrong. But like, what is she like? I was confused. Like, why she wrote like of like nerds not have pimple face, and when they work and they would have like a mass up glow up and just be like rich. I feel like that's like one of the comments of like stories, but I feel like that's me, and I feel I don't know. I feel like that's me. Like why? Oh my god. Let's continue and then we'll end the video.
The chipmunk in white didn't hold Simon's attention at all. She seems like a basic female. Why is he talking like this? Why is Simon saying this? Simon would never say this. Like, what is he saying? Geeks are pimple-faced simps who work at the dollar store and soon turn into incels. Simon would never
Oh my god. Let's get.
say this. I mean, sure, he might get mad at being called a geek, but he wouldn't say this. What is going on? This Simon feels like he listens to alpha male podcasts. That's what it feels like. This is not the Simon I know. Hashtag not my Simon. Like, what is this? She seems like a basic female? He would never say this. A little bit of naivety like Theodore, but can sense some sass like Brittany, and that didn't attract him at all. She's cute. He can't deny it. That isn't enough to hold Simon's attention. What's wrong with Simon?
Okay, wait.
Genuinely, what's wrong with Simon? Why does he sound like this?
Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Also, for that question, I don't know, but you're the one who wrote him like that, so you should be questioning yourself, my friend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please guys like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, guys, I'm very sorry about yesterday. I did finish the drawing of me in my has-been hotel drawing, but something happened, and apparently this video got corrupt, and it didn't let me like get the video or record it. So yeah, and I was so sad because I was gonna geek out about the has-been hotel and talk about my opinion because I did watch this show, and sadly I'm not gonna get a chance. Maybe another time, but I'm so sad. Also, guys, I am doing another color challenge, but I am doing my good friend, Star. You guys may have seen her in my theory video, and that one time animation I put her in Gotcha Club. So, you guys are, I cannot speak today. Okay, so you guys may know in my channel there's a tradition I always do for my friends. If I meet a new person and be friend with them, I'll show my friendship when like I did with my other friends. Like these drawings, I'll draw them and show my friendship to them. So I will be posting the colors, and you guys will be choosing them. But yeah, that's mostly what I have to say. There's two people who I made friends with, Queen Star and another artist friend you guys may or may not know about her. But that being said, please guys like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will be linking down to this video if you guys want to see the rest of the story. That being said, this is MC signing out. Bye guys.